Pepsi, move on over. Apple Music, the new sponsor of the Super Bowl halftime show. What do we know about that deal, Martin?
This is really interesting in a number of different ways, JD, but the news came out last night that Apple Music is going to be the sponsor of that Super Bowl halftime show. They're going to begin a 5-year deal that will cost reportedly around $250 million. And it will begin at the Super Bowl in Glendale, Arizona in February of 2023. It's interesting in that Pepsi has decided to give up its 10-year deal to sponsor the event, which, it has to be remembered, is the most watched television program every single year in the United States and drew 120 million viewers last year. It's also interesting in the sense that Apple doesn't do a great deal of marketing. This isn't something that comes naturally to them. They have always felt that the sort of the broader advertisement of their products and the, let's be honest, the glowing reception that they receive in the media is more than enough to compensate for marketing and price cuts and discounts and other things. So this is an interesting turnabout in terms of their broader strategy. And it was interesting that they decided to do it with Apple Music because, as we've talked about on many occasions, JD, music, which is embedded into the services portion of the Apple operations, is the fastest growing of all of the company's components. Is faster growing than iPhone sales, than iMacs and accessories and all those other things. Services, Apple Pay, Apple Music, Apple Media, all those other things are growing at a much better rate because obviously you have what's called an installed base. There's a bit more than 1.2 billion iPhones and other Mac devices out in the marketplace. When people don't upgrade, Apple doesn't stop generating cash from them. It keeps them in the ecosystem and keeps generating cash through the services revenue. So using music to further lever the brand development of Apple services is really important. And the fact that they're doing it with the Super Bowl halftime show is interesting as well.